that. So, nor have I ever seen any sort of a dictum or a dictate from them saying that. Anyway, yeah. Well, you can't believe if someone's operating that shouldn't be operating because of license restrictions. I might tell them I'm not going to talk to them, but what can I do? Like you said, you know. And as you said, it's not your job. It's not my job, man. It's not my job, man.
Okay.
So anyway, all right, Marty, you're making me laugh again as usual. But you guys from New York are crazy. W2OT K8 New York. Take care.
Hold on a second.
Trying to turn somebody in. That's the only thing I can see that they're implying. And who are you going to turn into? The FCC, who's not going to do anything, right?
Absolutely not going to do anything. I think there's that thing. I believe there was a thing called official observers, OOs, and they would report back to the FCC if there was in violation. And I got an OO notification from he was an attorney, and he said I had good amateur practice. This actually is on my QRZ page. I took a photo and I put it up there, and I had good practice. Instead of arguing with the guy, I just immediately moved away, and he was listening to my QSO. And he sent me this OO card with a good amateur practice. I don't think there's any of that, but people would rather argue and fight, and they have to get on the same frequency all the time. They will not move through 2, 3, 4, 5 KC up there at a battle and let the dirty laundry out on the air. I mean, that's really stupid. But that's the way people are these days. I guess as the world's changing out in the street, it's coming to amateur radio, guy.
Well, that's why I said it's like CB radio. If you remember back in the day, that was my original comment that when they got rid of some of the legal requirements, the Morse code and some of the restrictions, it opened it up. They did it because the manufacturers weren't selling enough radios, I guess. And they wanted to open up the market to get more sales, and you end up with what you got, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. I remember one time at a point I could remember I was testing people, and there's people that would come in. I don't want to say, but you get what I'm saying. There's a new breed. There's a new breed of people with less responsibility, less respect, and that's what's coming on the air here. And then you have the option of just moving away and just don't leave them alone, and don't find your own group of people like on 7200. Do you think a lot of them, they have licenses? Do you think they really went past the test? They were given away. And I remember a point in time when ham radio was dying out so much, like you said, they couldn't give away licenses if I stand on a corner and said, you want a ham radio license? Even if I was to give it away, everybody was saying no. And some guys wouldn't come off 11 meters. They'd rather stay there. They can get away with whatever they want to. They don't want to abide by the rules and regulations of amateur radio. And some of them have come on, and they have brought this dirt with them. So, as the world's changing, I guess what's ever out on the street is coming to ham radio. And you can hear the difference, the practice and whatever they have, and whatever they learn, what do they call them? Amadas? The people who taught me stayed with me back in 1967. So I try to practice good amateur radio. So because if I don't, and I've been one of the guys who've been around for 59 years, if I don't, then I'm just teaching them the wrong thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, fine business. You got that right, Marty. WY4NN in the group. Hey, I don't know. There's no easy solution. And I agree. I do what you do. I just get off. I just tune up the street. I'll tell you what, I had an 80-meter loop up, and it worked so good. I mean, I had the strongest signals for 800 miles around here. And I got so tired in Tennessee, where I live, I got so tired of the rhetoric. This was a couple of years ago during all the stuff going on. I tore my antenna down, put my radios in a box. I just now hooked them back up here in the last year, bought a new radio, bought a new amp, and put up a vertical antenna. But I don't have 80 meters at all.
Yeah, well, that's sort of like the CB band. 80 meters is just like CB, most of it anyway. That's a band which I don't frequent, but I do listen, and there's a couple of my friends that do get on there, but I can listen to them. I can't transmit on their frequency where they're at. But those guys, they've been around a long time, and you can hear the difference. You know, you can hear the difference. And the guys who like to fool around and make comments, they will not go on that frequency because those guys won't talk to them. There's a different class of people, you know, and everybody finds a little niche and they find a group of people. And you know what? If they're doing what they're doing and they're not bothering anybody, like on 7200, then let it be and let the FCC know. You know, they're here. I wouldn't say like breaking the law, but there's rules and there is regulations, and they don't want to follow either one of them. But I'm definitely not going to be here enforcing the law. Like you said, Mark, what do we have? What tools do we have to enforce? If they want to hire people, I'm sure they could make a lot of money if they were starting to find people on what people are doing on ham radio. The FCC can make a lot of money. But that's not one of their priorities. I think we're at the FCC license for amateur radio is very well down the list. Down at the bottom to enforce, they have other things, you know, in broadcasting, aviation, navigation, fire department, police department. That's what they look at. As far as ham radio goes, Mark, they're not concerned anymore, guys.
No, I agree 100%. There's not a priority. It's probably not they probably have a ham radio office with one guy in it. You know, some little people go down in the basement. Who knows? But yeah, and what are you going to do? I mean, as amateur radio operators, all you and I can do is try to operate properly, you know, within the rules and regulations and respect, decency, and you know, and it's like any time else. If you're in a group of guys and they start talking about some stuff you don't want to get involved in, you just say, well, I'll see you guys later, and you walk off. And that's what all you can do as an individual. We have no authority, you know, to enforce any particular regulations or rules, behavior, or anything else. As an amateur radio operator, we can't tell somebody else how to operate. And I'm not a snitch. I'm not going to, you know, rat people out. And there's nobody to rat them to if you wanted to, because the FCC doesn't do anything anyways, right?
Yeah. Bob, you still there? I think Bob must have moved off. That's true what you said, Mark. You know, the old timers are really going by of common sense, and the new people, they don't care. It's just like people, like, look at the kids today, not to change the story too much, but look at the kids today with their parents. Do you think they respect their parents? No. It's the world has changed. People have changed, but, you know, when you find somebody like you, me, Bob, when we took our licenses our test over, you know, 50 plus years ago, we knew how to come on to ham bands because those people wouldn't talk to us. But now there's so many, we're outnumbered. And the good hams, I would definitely say the good hams have passed on. And the new wave of hams, different generations, maybe every 10 years. So I've seen 5 generations. And just think if you're a shortwave listener and you were told what hams are supposed to be all about, okay? And they turn on the ham radio and they listen, you think, I said, what did that guy tell me? It's nothing but what he told me, good?
Yeah, so true, so true. And you know, what do you want to do? I'm glad I'm 70 years old, and I won't be here in 20 years, and I won't have to worry about it. I am appreciative of you know, what I've learned and what I have, getting to meet guys. That's one reason why I stay down here below 7200. You know, because there's a few less. It's a lot cleaner down here than it is above 7200. Where you get into the general class, and it's just because the guys don't want to take the soup. And you know, back when they had to take a Morse code test, that got rid of a lot of people. You know what I mean? The Morse code was a really good wall to keep the people that weren't that. You know, I'm not going to begrudge or badmouth anybody, but it just separated a lot of people from one side to the other. The Morse code did. And I'm 100% believer that they should never got rid of Morse code. Over.
I agree. I agree. At least the minimum, even if you gave them 5 to 7 words a minute, that might inspire them to to, you know, maybe advance themselves. I did. I went up the ladder slowly, but I did it. And you know, look, you think probably the CW. The more I think about it now, Mark, I probably think the CW operators have more respect on the bands than the sideband users, guys.
I was thinking the same thing. In fact, when I was upstairs going to the men's room, I was thinking that I should learn C&W again because I'm not proficient at CW at all. I got 13 words a minute, you know, to get my general class, and I went to advanced, and I never went any further because I never could really get the Morse code down. But I was just thinking the same thing, that if the guy was on Morse code, I bet there's a whole lot of more respect and decency and just, you know, clean operating performance in the Morse code band than there is in the phone. Over.
I agree.
Bravo 8, Charlie.
And you know, when you're on voice, they can hear your personality. You know, on CW it's quick. You know, you can hear what the other person's saying. You could get a feeling like you and I. There's a little compassion for AM radio and for respect for ourselves. But on CW, you don't hear the person's voice. You know, you're just hearing them tapping out the code. So there's a difference. You know, when you hear somebody's voice, it'll give you more of an idea of what that person's like. You know, if somebody came on here drunk, you could tell he's drunk, but if you don't CW, he might miss a letter or two, but you don't know if he's drunk. I don't know how far you want to take it there, Mark. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing about getting drunk. You know, I don't want to admit it, but I've gotten on the radio when I had too much to drink, and that's the next day I'm thinking, oh my God, you know, I should not be on the radio. Hopefully I didn't do anything or, you know, any disrespect. Hey, there's another station out there. I don't know if you can hear him, Marty. There's another station trying to get in, and I didn't get his call sign, but give us a second. We'll give him a moment to come in there. Is there another station that wants to get in the QSO? Over.
Alpha Bravo 8, Charlie. Alpha Bravo 8, Charlie.
Hello, Dave. Hang on.
Handles Carl. Charlie Alpha Romeo Lima in Ohio. How do you copy?
I had a Charlie Alpha Romeo. Go ahead.
Yeah, the handle is Carl. Charlie Alpha Romeo Lima. Charlie Alpha Romeo Lima. The call is Alpha Bravo 8, Charlie. Alpha Bravo 8, Coca-Cola. How do you copy? I do have a horizontal antenna here. Right now I'm working on the vertical. I do have a horizontal if that'll improve things. Go ahead.
I got you about a 5'9", Carl. Alpha Bravo 8, Charlie. Marty, do you hear that station? Over.
Yeah, I got Carl. I hear him. He's a little over the S9 mark at the moment, and I hear him quite well. Hello, Carl. Good to hear you. The name is Marty, and I'm located in Cincinnati, Ohio. And we also had another station. A friend of mine that broke in here. He's his name is Dave, and we're going to put him into if he wants to get in with us here, into the loop. And back over to you, Carl. ABHCC from W2OT. Name is Marty in Cincinnati. Go ahead.
All right, W8OT. Okay, I got that. Thank you for letting me come in. I just was sort of eavesdropping, and I heard the other station there say something about how he wishes that they would allow or still have as a requirement Morse code. I've always felt that they should have never abandoned Morse code for extra class. I know there are people out there that have a hard time copying Morse code, but are a whiz kid on the technology side of things. But to me, that even if you moved it down from 20 words a minute to 10 words a minute, that to me was a sign that somebody's going to take the time to learn 10 words a minute. That tells me he's going to take the time to at least be a normal person on the air. Because I heard them mentioning 7,200. I sometimes wish the FCC would come in and just pull everyone on 7,200, everyone's license, and just get them off the air. Because I haven't heard one guy in the right yet, and as far as I'm concerned, there's about 10 or 15 people that are completely in the wrong all the time. Alpha Bravo 8, Charlie. I will go to the other station there.
Yeah, let me pick it up. Dave, go ahead. Come on in here. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Marty. Good to hear you. W2OT. And the multitude, I guess, KHGVT. We'll say good evening to everybody. I was just tuning the band. I've just made a few changes in my switching and downstairs switching the antenna here to the upstairs right there at the 7300. No big signal, just a little signal, 100 watts. Not the big deal. Anyway, put a band heard you on there. I'm just going to say good evening. I'm not, you don't put me in any rotation. I'm just going to make this, what's the latest vernacular, one and done. Actually, the ESC Detroit Lion playing here in about 15 minutes before kickoff. Put on something very comfortable, getting this nice warm chair. That's the connection to the fireplace. And the track. I'll be awake, especially if it's a good game. So again, just heard you guys, and just wanted to say hi, Marty. Big signals is 20 over 9, some QSB, but good strong signal up here tonight. It's cold. Yeah, good. Oh, it's right there in front of me. I'm looking for my weather station. Yeah, 19 degrees. And forecasted low is, it doesn't say. Probably down around 15 or so. Yeah, 10 degrees and I'm thinking, I don't really have to get out of my system, but there you go. Good night, 7-3, take care, and let you carry on with your conversations. I read a little bit of the mail, and I don't disagree at all with anything. No, that's very, very true. Everything you say, and I'm one of the 7,200 and below operators myself. Take care, Marty. We'll chat again. W2OT, K8GVK, near Lansing, Michigan. Good.
Okie dokie. All right, Dave, good to hear you. Your 100 watts is fine. Your S9 plus about 5. Sometimes you got up to about 20. Just tickled to 20 and came back down again. Yeah, on 10 degrees, not the coldest I've seen so far here in the winter is 19. It's presently at 24. And it's still snowing. It's not for about an hour. Geez, my phone's ringing. Shut this off.
Dave.
I'm going to have to, this guy has been trying to get a hold of me for a while. I'm going to have to go off the air and get a hold of him. But it's presently 24. I think we've been getting an inch of snow an hour. So we have about 5 to 6 inches. I went out there and I actually used a snow blower to take it to stow it. It's nice and light. It didn't have real heavy snow, and I was out there with a snow blower actually moving everything and worked pretty good. Got right down to the concrete. We're doing okay, but it's still supposed to turn over to sleet, then back over to snow. And I've been staying in the house, and I've been living here now 2.5 years, and I just turned on the fireplace for the first time. And I got a little nervous. I called my neighbor over, and I said, what's that smell? I guess all the dust that's been accumulating, that's burning off in the fireplace. And I got the first house I've had a fireplace. It's really nice. Really, really nice to have a fireplace. All right, Dave, 7-3, and thanks for stopping by. I'll see you down the RF Trail. And okay, Carl. Yeah, we were just talking about this stuff, about the amateur practice, and a lot of it's gone out the window, unfortunately, but we'll have to pick and choose our QSOs and hope we don't get interfered with. Let me turn over to Mark, and I'm going to say goodnight to everyone. I'm also going to want to watch the football game and make some dinner. Good thing there's such thing as called a microwave. Over to you, Mark, WY4NN with AB8CC, KHGVK sign out. This is W2OT. Go ahead, Mark.
Well, thank you, Marty. I was going to get Dave's call sign. He was 5'9". I want to put him in my QRZ at 5'9", but I never got a chance to say to him, say hi to him.
Are you still there, Dave?
Dave, are you still there?
Dave, you there?
Yeah, I'm still there. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mark.
WY4NN. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, sure do. WY4NN. Yeah, calling the Kilo 8 Golf Victor Kilo. It's an old-time call. Original call back to 1956. So go ahead.
That was Kilo 8 Golf Victor. What was the last?
And I found off a private road, and there were weeds out there and bushes because when I threw my antenna up on 10 meters, worked a guy in Brazil, had no line noise, a decent signal around 20 watts, and I had
I think you're right. You're down.
No estoy tan lejos, no, de ahí. Y yo...
Check the noise and see what we could work with low power. Just what you did. So congrats there. Over.
Yeah, I ran 20 watts on 10 meters and just threw a little rifle in the weeds. And my other QTH, the line noise was so bad it was S9 in every direction. It kind of ruined my hobby for a while. But this is really quiet. It's nice.
Yeah, the only, as an amateur, the only time I've really been bothered with the QR November is here a few years ago. There's a high voltage line, a super high voltage line. I think about a 700 kilovolt line that ran about a half a mile south of us, and it was getting old and it got really noisy. They would come out and change insulators all along. It was about a 120-mile length of it, and they'd always be changing the insulators. And finally, they just took it all down and put up brand new, and boy, it got really quiet. Over.
You know, I had a problem out here. I had 20 over line noise in every direction. Didn't matter what band it was, so there was something seriously wrong. So I called the power company, and we are in sort of a fire area. PG&E, we've heard of them always getting sued for the fires. Anyway, I called them. They came out, and they found the problem. They were out working on it until midnight that night that I called. And apparently a wire had popped off one of the insulators because it started a fire. The next day they came out with a helicopter to get down the hill to put another pole up and so on. And now when I call, they come right out, which is nice.
Oh yeah, that's really nice. Well, yeah, I don't know what the big deal. I guess from what I understand, it's it's a catch-22 in California. They kind of put the handcuffs on them because of the fires. And then they can't deliver the power requirement, and they get in trouble for that as well. Over.
Yeah, it's a mess. Where we are in the foothills, if there was a spark, it would cause a fire. And before the DX contest, I had a friend that was operating here, and there was some line noise out towards Japan, so I called PG&E. And one of the guys that was helping get our computers all set up was in the Bay Area, and he said they'll never come out. 20 minutes later, there's a PG&E truck out in front of the house.
There you go. Well, that's all I need to know. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Anyway, good hearing you again, Rich. I hope you have a good one out there, and wish us the best here, okay?
Yeah, we'll be thinking about you, Josh. It's just a little too cold for my bones. I've always lived here, never lived where it snowed, so yeah, it's a little cold. It's like living in a freezer. The 73s have a very happy New Year for you and the family, Bob.
Yeah, thanks, Rich. Same thing for you and your family. God bless, and catch you again. And stick around and probably open up for you to Europe. WC6H, K8, New York, over.
73s, Bob, and you're consistently 10 over. K8NY, WC6H.
Yeah, you're 15 over consistently. Catch you later.
73s.
K8NY, K8NI.
What's the call sign again?
Kilowatt Echo 8, November, India.
Okay, Kilo Echo 8, November, India. Okay, thanks for the call there. Nice to meet you again. Name here, Bob, the same as yours, QTH, West Virginia, over.
Roger, Bob. I'm just sitting up here in Cambridge, Ohio, waiting on the snow, and you're bouncing about 20 over 9 up here.
Okay, you didn't get the snow yet?
No, not yet. Cambridge is just on the upper end of it there. It's snowing down south of us, but I'm not getting any here yet. And I've heard all kinds of stuff. We're supposed to get 4 to 7 or 5 to 10 and get ice and all that. And I looked at the radar a little bit ago, and I think everything is going to go south of us.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I know my buddy there, I just spoke to him in Cincinnati. It's been snowing on and off all day there in Cincinnati, but that's probably way south of you. So, yeah, we're supposed to get a lot here. We're supposed to get anywhere 10 to 12, so we'll just see what's going to happen there, Bob. But, you know, we'll see. It is what it is. Over.
Oh, yeah. I'm retired. I don't have to go anywhere. Yeah, the age here is 81. I've been a ham since 1961. And the rig here is a ICOM 7610 running about 90 watts to a tri-band dipole up about 7 feet, and you're working right off the end of it.
Oh, okay. Very good. Well, you're doing a good job here. You're S9. You're 5 and 9 into West Virginia, Bob, and nice to hear you again. And I'm going to continue looking around here before I have to QRT here. We'll run a little, work a little DX here, and see if I can speak to a couple of friends over there. Anyway, have a good one, Bob. Take care. Be careful in the snow for what you get, and we'll catch you again. KE8 November India, KE8 New York. Over.
Okay, Bob. Well, hey, you take care. Have a great evening and a good week, and I'll try not to send too much snow your way. Good to catch you again. KE8NY, KE8NI, 73s, Bob.
Yeah, any snow heading our way, you make sure you do not send it, Bob. I'll be very disappointed if you send any snow down here. All the best. You keep it up there, okay?
Okay, I'll do that. I'll send it by Pony Express. They went out of business about 100 years ago.
Yeah, Roger. All right, take care, Bob. All the best. K8NY 73. Good evening.
73s, Bob.
K8 New York, K8NY, QRZ. You guys over in Europe, it's time to wake up now. K8 November Yankee, QRZ. Calling CQ, calling CQ40, K8NY, Kilo 8 November Yankee, calling CQ, standing by.